There is a new legislative proposal making waves in the Social Security community, known as the Clause of Social Security Act. The Act suggests a significant policy shift, reducing the maximum monthly garnishment from Social Security checks to 10% in cases where disabilities have been overpaid. This proposal would affect all recipients, including retirees and individuals with disabilities, aiming to protect their financial stability. The goal is to ensure that individuals aren't left unable to pay for housing, medication, or basic necessities just because of an overpayment error made by the system. The current year 2025 has brought a worldwide of changes to the social security system, far more than what is typical. Weekly press releases and sudden policy shifts have created confusion and frustration among beneficiaries. It's made clear that such frequent updates and reversals are highly unusual. And if you are new to monitoring Social Security news, it's not normally like this. The program is usually more stable, but lately there seem to be too many people making decisions leading to inconsistent and chaotic results. The newly introduced legislation has an unusual name, that is Clause of Social Security Act, which adds a strange tone to a serious issue. The bill is focused on reinstating the 10% cap on how much of a person's social security benefit can be withheld due to overpayment. For context, Social Security previously allowed garnishment of up to 100% of the monthly payment to recover overpayments. That changed temporarily in 2024 when a rule was implemented to cap garnishments at 10% or $10, whichever was greater. However, in March 2025, the Social Security Administration reversed this and reinstated the 100% garnishment policy expect for SSI recipients. Now lawmakers behind this new act want to bring back the 10% rule for everyone. The proposal acknowledges that most Social Security recipients rely heavily on their monthly checks for basic living expenses. Having 100% or even 50% of a payment taken away can result in severe financial hardship. Beneficiaries may face eviction, go without essential medication, or struggle to afford food. The proposed 10% cap would still allow Social Security to recover overpayments, but in a much more humane and manageable way. The idea is to give people the ability to keep most of their income while repaying debts over time instead of pushing them into financial despair. One detail in the proposed act is that individuals would still have the option to repay overpayments in larger sums if they want to, but it would be voluntary. The university question who would actually choose to do that, given how most recipients are already living on tight budgets. However, offering this flexibility could help those who wish to resolve the debt more quickly, especially if their financial situation changes or if they prefer not to have deductions taken from their monthly checks over many years. To clarify the timeline, Social Security had a 100% garnishment rule for many years. Then in 2024, they changed it to 10%, a move welcomed by most. But in early 2025, they reversed that decision and went back to the 100% garnishment, creating backlash and concern. After public pressure and internal discussions, a secret internal Social Security letter was leaked, indicating a shift toward 50% garnishment instead. Now, this new bill seeks to restore the more compassionate 10% rate. These constant policy swings have left many Americans uncertain about what to expect and deeply concerned about their financial security. Well, it's important to note that the clause of Social Security Act has been introduced but has not yet been passed into law. Lawmakers are still discussing and debating the proposal, but its introduction has already brought into hope to many, while similar conversations have been ongoing for months. But this bill specifically targets a return to the 10% rate with formal legislative action rather than relying on temporary administrative decisions. Well, if passed, it would offer permanent relief from the harsh garnishment rules currently in place. Well, a 10% garnishment rate isn't ideal, but it's significantly better than losing 50% or all of your monthly check. For many people living on Social Security, even small reductions can lead to tough decisions about what bills to pay. But 10% is seen as something most can manage, even if it means repaying the debt over many years compared to 50% or 100%, which could devastate lives. A 10% cap represents a more reasonable compromise between a fiscal responsibility and human treatment. The frequent changes, a lack of clarity, and ongoing financial pressure on vulnerable populations show that the system is currently in a chaotic state. There is a need for consistent, fair, and compassionate policy, especially for those who depend entirely on their benefits. Well, the clause of Social Security Act may not solve every issue, but it's a strong step towards protecting the most financially vulnerable Americans from extreme hardship due to administrative mistakes. This is all from today's video. If you are a Social Security recipient and new to the channel, please, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.